Very well, welcome back to Let's Play Theia, the Crimson Eclipse. Last time we started our adventure, we ran away from the soldiers and we escaped a wolf of the hills with the help of another friend, Rudra the Wolf. This time we're gonna ignore the fact that we need some healing for our wounds and we're gonna head over here on the other side of the map to Oxholm, where an old hero lives. So here, this is an optional place, and if you talk to this guy, foreigners, what are you doing in my home? I'm sorry, we got lost. We'll leave right away. Wait, you look like adventurers, am I right? Adventurers? Well, in a way. Name's Zoc. I used to live a life like that too back in my days. No one's ever met me. I'd like to challenge you. Back when I was traveling the world, I found many chests along the way, and I gathered plenty of treasures. Show me you can do better, and I'll reward you with the best loot you've ever seen. What'd you say? Come on, make an old man's day. Show me Ariathale is in good hands, so I can rest easy. Alright, we'll be back. We got a new mission. Yes, there are missions in this game, there are side quests. Today I would like to elaborate a little bit more on the menu too, how all the sections work. But if we go under missions, and under the missions tab, we now have the mission Lord of the Chest. Okay, so legendary hero, but he thinks the modern adventurers are wimps. Prove him wrong by opening treasure chests all around the world. And we can see there are many missions that we need to find still. And we'll go over all of them. So I want to point out that this guy here is a little double reference. Because in previous games, he appears in previous games of the same developers. He appears in, I think, in Tales of Benalia, which is a little Jrpg parody. He appears and he actually gives the protagonist the same quest of finding chests around the world. And if I remember correctly, he also appears in the Old Ones, which is another Jrpg which has old people as protagonists. But I might be wrong about that one. The developer surely knows more about this. But I'm sure that he appears in Tales of Benalia and he gives the same quest, so that's a little reference to that. And now we're actually going where we're supposed to go. So up here to Rowley, Verdant Country Village. Alright, here's a little village here. Very nice. We're gonna enter the first home. Because we are Jrpg characters, we do that. Hello, would you mind getting off my property, please? Hibbity hoppity, get off my property? No, I'm gonna grab your treasure chest instead. We found an ebook. Some chests have a blue light on them. Those chests contain ebooks, digital documents you can read to better understand the world of Ariathale and the development of Theia. You can access your ebook through the info section of the game menu. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and finally we're going to explore this menu a little bit more now. So we go under guide. Which, by the way, let me point out something about the menu right off the bat. Like this screen right here. Two things, actually. One, this is not an actual menu, okay? This is an actual menu. This is not a menu. Let me elaborate a little bit on that. If you ever used RPG Maker or any version of it, you know that the normal menu kind of looks like this. This is not a menu. These are just a bunch of images that you scroll through while going through the options. It is not really a menu like is this one. This one is an actual menu, and you can tell that this is an actual menu. It's a function that the engine actually creates. It's not just a bunch of pictures. You can tell that because we have the time that is constantly going up, and you have the flashing selection box where it's an item now. When I scroll through the options, that thing is constantly blinking, so it's constantly active, it's constantly getting updated. While in here, it's all static. So these are just pictures. We're just scrolling through pictures here. And this method will be used a lot during the game, and it allows to create menus or other things. And to hide, it hides them by just showing you pictures, and so you think like you're like browsing a menu or doing some other things, while actually you're just browsing through images. So, and the second thing I want to point out This menu reminds me a lot of Xenoblade menu, because in Xenoblade you have kind of more like the same little options. You have the quick save and load, you have your tutorial, you have your quests, and you have your party menu. So it's more or less, it reminds me a lot of Xenoblade's menu. Anyway, on guide you have all the tutorials of the game, even tutorials we haven't seen yet. And we could actually spoil ourselves with some battles mechanic, I think. This is the Exceed tutorial, for example. I want to actually see if... Yeah, these are the symbols, terms. We're gonna have to... We're gonna explain all of those eventually. Now's no time to do that, though. I want to see states, though. These are the status ailments. I'm not even gonna go over them. You shouldn't even stop. I won't really explain them as we get them. I just want to check this, because in the previous version... It actually showed pictures of all these status ailments, and this one it doesn't. Which is kind of disappointing, but I guess it's a minor complaint. So under missions, we have our missions, which we already seen. We have hunts, which we haven't encountered yet. And these are all blanks for now, but we will encounter those too. And then there are achievements. So we have bronze trophies, we have silver trophies, we have gold trophies, but we don't have platinum trophies. Well, we're gonna assume the platinum trophy will be our 100% at the end. And we have ebooks, and we picked up Ariathalians, people and races in our world. Ariathale is mostly inhabited by humans, but all the races have always existed alongside us, born of an ancient form of magic that is no more. Axials. Originally Axials were humans, magic made them different, and as some Axials would agree superior. Axials are humanoid creatures, and they are generally gifted with a brilliant intellect, which is compensated on the physical side by a certain frailness of body and lack of strength. A particularly slow metabolism allows Axial to live longer. They also age slowly. Axials reach maturity at around 20, but their youth lasts until the 40s. The average Axial's lifespan is under 10 years. The distinctive feature of the Axial's race is a pair of pointed ears, but you can also tell an Axial from a human from the cheerful attitude. Vashnar, a rare variant of the Axial race, infinitely smarter and more resilient than any other race in Ariathale. The most striking difference from the distant relatives is the manner. Inasmuch Axial was that? I guess Axials are cheerful. Vashnar sport a nonsense attitude. Okay. If sometimes gloomy approach life, come to an history of slavery and oppression. Okay. In remote centuries, Vashnar were enslaved by other races, which perceive the gifted individual as a threat. They can be told from Axial by looking at their complexion, which is usually dark. Vardans are anthropomorphic wolves like our friend Rudra, notorious for their legendary strength and considerable longevity. It is not rare for a Vardan to live over 100 years old. Vardan and other races don't always mix well. They prefer secular life in their traditional societies that are led by shamans and sustained by hunter and gatherers. Vardans are very religious, and their subject of worship are ancestral spirits descended from the two moons that shine over Ariathale. Yeah, another thing that reminds me of Xenoblade, it appears that every race except the humans lives more longer than them. And you're always the one race that just doesn't live long enough. And we can check this library to get a concentration tome, which is a little item I will explain in a second. I believe there's more to steal here. A food ration. I think that's it though. No. So there are items that are hidden in the world. I happen to know the location of some of them, but I'll eventually go back and check, because we will have an ability that will allow us to find those items. This is a shop, as we know, because the arrow was green. So let's check it. What do you sell? Bread, which restores HP out of battle. Energy bar restores HP out of battle. I'm not sure if I want to buy any of these. I'm not sure if I ever used any of those restore things out of battle, ever. So yeah. Compass is my important if you need any items. I hate this place. I'm only here to visit my siblings, but Rail is so much better than this. Can't wait to be back, really. There's such a pleasant breeze today. Okay. What about you? Oh, Holy Rian, bless Raleigh, one of the few places where an old woman like me can live in peace. Look at that detail for you. Like, there's a little bird above the tree, and then there's another one over there. There's a lot of little details you can find in this game, just looking around the places. Damn it, my hunting rifle's broken. I can't afford a new one. Feels bad not having got Zen into my name. Something in here, right? Yep. Follow necklace. I remember that. Oh, these guys got firearms in here. Hey, Vardan, do you sell anything? Okay, so there's new equipment here. Okay, this is armor. Okay, so we have this that ups resistance, which is basically our defense. We're gonna explain the main stats of the characters. I don't know if this time, probably next time, because there's a lot to do in this episode. So I don't feel like doing that. This one ups resistance more than leather jacket, but lowers dexterity, which adds still the older abbreviation. Developer changed that. It says dex. It should say dexterity. Oh well. Minor complaints again. We're gonna buy 2 of those. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna change those in. So let's look at these menus a little bit more. Manage party. So in here you have your items, which we already know about those. This is really basic RPG stuff. You have all your items, you can use your items. We picked up a concentration tome and a fallen nucleus. So the fallen nucleus will increase your strength permanently of 3 points. And concentration tomes, it allows you to learn a skill. And now I don't really want to learn the skill quite yet. I just want to keep it just in case I get another character which I might want to teach this to. For now, we're just gonna leave it there and forget about it. And we have a bunch of these items here. Dino Strength, Whole Wisdom. It's not quite clear what they do right now, but it will become clear next time, trust me. And we have skills. This is just a way to check skills of characters. If we could use skills, we could do that from here, like healing, for example. We could do it from this menu. Weapons. Now this is gonna be interesting. So each character can have different weapons. Now you don't buy weapons from shops here. You have to find them during the story in certain treasure chests. Seth has this memento, level 1, that's his starting weapon, and he can get 3 more during the story. We cannot change Rudra's weapon because he's still a guest. If he happens to be a permanent party member, we'll be able to mess around with it. Little hint, yes, he's gonna be a definite party member. I mean, come on, he's just joined the team. He has to be a definitive one. But later characters might not be definitive, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, if we didn't want to do that, okay, if you can change the weapon by pressing Z, if we had any. We just have the memento right now. If we press shift, we can see the details. Now, right here, we can see that the weapons have very different properties. For example, this one has the innate ability that does 15% more damage to golem foes. We haven't found any golem foes yet. That will tell you when they appear. Then we have an altar, which we don't know what that is. A synergy, which we don't know what that is either. And then we have some statistics there on the bottom right. And that says that this weapon increases our strength and lower our defense and lower our dexterity, sorry. And he has an 80% chance of hitting. Now, whenever I will find a new weapon, or a new character will join with a new weapon, I will show you this. And this is a change of the statistics of the weapon. I say that because the weapon can be powered up. If you powered up a weapon, you get those statistics. You get those statistics. Because basically, they become better. That's what I'm trying to say. And you do that from the upgrade menu. You can upgrade weapons with shift. For example, now we have the memento. You can see what materials we need to upgrade it. In this case, we need 5 fallen shards, which we don't have. 1 fallen stone, which we don't have, and 3 steels, which we don't have. And we also need a bunch of money. So of course, we don't have the required materials. But yeah. We can also, from the upgrade menu, we can also upgrade skills. And that's another thing that reminds me of Xenoblade. Skills that you can upgrade with AP. Well, in Xenoblade they were AP. They were still called AP art points, but in here it's ability points. It's the same deal. So Seth has 4 skills that he can learn through the game, and you need to spend the AP in order to unlock them and to upgrade them. Now, in normal difficulty, you start with Van Lightning already learned. You don't do that not in hard. You start with 0 abilities. So let's see. Van Lightning requires 200 APs, which we cannot get. This requires 500. This requires 175, and this requires 260. I'm not gonna go into detail on what each of this does. I will explain each of those skills when we'll actually get them. For now, it's no point. I don't think we can do anything with Rudra's skills. We're gonna spray Rudra's skills when we get into a battle. Right now, there's again a little point to do that. Gear is your equip menu. So here we can actually see what statistic the memento level 1 actually gives. It gives plus 25 strength and minus 5 dexterity. Over here we have our protection, which is our armor. We're gonna change it to the padded jacket, and you can see from the left screen where the statistics are, that increases our resistance, lowers our dexterity. So we're gonna change that, and we're gonna switch over to Rudra with the with the right arrow, and switch the padded jacket to him as well. Now here we have offensive and guard Atlas shard. We haven't really seen Atlas shards yet, and in fact we have none, but we will encounter them soon. Don't worry about that. Those are kind of like materials, but in Final Fantasy VII, but we'll explain those as we get them. Don't worry. And against status, we already know about this. We saw that before. We can just see the status of our character, what they have equipped, if they have any status on them, what's their exceed charge, and everything. And we can see Rudra's stats as well. Why not? As you can see, each charge is exceed by attacking and guarding. Okay, I think we pretty much explained the whole menu. Yeah. Except this. But we'll explain that next time, because that's when we'll get introduced to it. So talk to you. I think I might as well go downstairs here. What about you? How can I help you? What do you sell? Okay, she sells this. This is an auto shard, but don't really have any reason to buy it. I don't even have the money for it anyway. So we're just gonna leave it there. Actually, have I sold the previous armor? I don't think I did, so I might as well do it. I don't need the leather jacket. This wasn't Ruler, so I can actually sell it. Unfortunately, you cannot sell the cracked van armor for some reason. You need to keep that. That's kind of like a key item. Well, we'll hold on to that. And we will proceed exploring this village on the upper side. What do you have to say? Some people say crickets give them the creeps. I love the sound though. Okay. I remember this house has something interesting in it. My son is such a sleepyhead. Okay, I believe we can steal stuff from you, right? No, it's upstairs. We can steal, apart from this treasure chest, which has another leather jacket. Did I just buy it? No, this is a pet jacket. Well, I can just sell it, I guess. That's money, thank you. I remember the rush here, yeah. Which is unfortunately an offensive Atlas shard, but nobody can equip that. Alright, that's all for that house. Over here we have Brad. My brother's a pest. I can't believe they let him do whatever he wants. Really? I want to go home now. Spoiled kids. Raleigh is a quiet place. It's mostly kids and old people like me. Those who can travel more trail, where there's work to be found. And this house we cannot enter, because you can only enter places where the arrows. My dog is so playful, he enjoys hiding stuff, such as colored stones. Sometimes they poke out from the ground after he's buried them. Really? He has swords there? Huh. Are you a swordsman, my friend? But I can steal a padded jacket. Which... we already have on us, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna sell it. Shouldn't have bought those padded jackets back there. Oh well, mistakes were made. Hi, doggy. Well, you sure can jump better than me because I cannot make that jump. Well, we now have a new mission. Crowley's curious dog appears to be hiding something. Chase it and find this treasure. This is usually the first mission everybody gets, and it's a short one, so you might as well do it now. If I remember right, the dog went all the way down to the first house on the right, and it's around this area. There he is. And apparently trees are used by dogs as teleportation points because he just disappeared. Well, he's gonna appear now, where the barrel is. And he gave us a Gaia shard. And we should now have completed the mission. Yeah, Roller's dog complete. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, we can talk to the dog, but it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's enter the inn. We were here to rest, damn it. Let's do it. Rudra. Oh, holy Rian, what happened? Don't worry, madam. It's been hard by a feral beast, but it'll be okay. Do you have any free rooms? I can pay tomorrow morning if that's okay. Sure, no problem. Get him upstairs, I'd call a doctor. Your friend doesn't look so good. Doesn't look good? Ah, my head. It feels like it's going to explode. Come on, where are you? Show yourself. I don't understand. What are you? Why are you following me? What do you want of me? Why do I keep dreaming this? Seth. Miss... I don't understand. Huh? What happened? You finally woke up? Yeah, but my head's on fire. The innkeeper called the doctor. He gave you some sort of alchemic concoction. Your wounds will have disappeared by tomorrow morning. How long did I sleep for? 4 hours, give or take. It's 2 in the morning. 4 hours? You were here the whole time? Wow, I'm speechless. Thank you, Rudra. No one expects to be helped by a Vardan these days. Appearance can be deceiving. Well, admittedly, most Vardans are not the peaceful sort, but not all of us are aggressive with outsiders. I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Seth. Nice to meet you, Seth. Something wrong? Don't worry. I was just thinking about what happened earlier. Oh, about that. When you attacked me, you said something about dead vanguards. Would you mind to explain? These vanguards have been killed by that beast. I vowed to avenge them. So you're a vanguard as well. I used to be one of Rael's high vanguards. I left the army 2 years ago. And why is that? If you don't mind talking about it, of course. Valiant. Finally found you, Seth. Hey, easy now. The boy's still recovering. The boy is wanted by the vassal. What? How did you find us? You're predictable, Seth. This is Rowley, and no other village is so close to Rael. Of course you were going to stop here. Anyways, I'm not here to arrest you. Wait, you're not taking me back? Leave us alone, boys. I need to have a word with Sheridan. Why did you come all the way here if not to arrest me? I recently discussed your situation with Lord Maester. Now that our vassal has decided that we will extend your pardon for your desertion and your theft. All he wants in exchange for that is for you to talk with him. I believe the Empire requires a last service of you. I still don't get it. What does Maester want of me? The vassal told me that our investigation on the incident that struck your team 2 years ago have resulted in a new trail. This, on the other hand, is closely linked with the research on alternative energy sources that is being carried on in Mystia. Huh. We believe that the red crystal we've been seeing the past 2 years might be a new energy source, one comparable to the Atlas. An incident and the red crystals. In any case, you don't have much of a choice. Either you collaborate with us, or you end up in jail. You're still going to back the Rail, like it or not. Well, you got me. Alright, Valiant. Good to hear talking like that. We'll leave it done. Gentlemen, I have a request. I'd like to accompany you to Rail. What for, Vardan? We don't need your help. If I were you, I wouldn't be so confident. Ruder's right, Valiant. I'm here because we've been attacked by a huge beast just yesterday. That thing alone killed all the men in the Vanguard search party that was chasing me. The road between Rowley and Rael might be short, but it's not a safe one anymore. As far as we know, the wolf could have started preying on the main path. That's definitely a danger to everyone. Damn it, 3 of my men. We need to inform the vassal about this creature. Well, Maester will be informed of that beast's demise then. I'm going to cut it down personally. Let Rudra come with us. He saved me once already, and he knows the wilds better than any of us. Permission granted. In that case, we will take a detour through Railed Seals to end this. We slept at the inn, and we got our HP and SP restored, as you would expect for any RPGs. Well, here we are. Sat downstairs. I don't think there's anything to steal here. Oh, actually, no, there's a healing pearl. Thank you. And that's it. Yep, that's it. Hope you had a great night. Okay. I was checking if I could rest more than what I already did, but... Now we have vanguards here patrolling, huh? Let me actually talk to them. See if they have anything interesting to say. Because usually vanguards are not really... Yeah, they don't really speak too much. Like 90% of the vanguards that you find around, that you try to speak to, it just results in ... It's a little of a shame, but again, minor complaint. Oh, this one speaks. After the recent events, we've decided to leave a team behind here in Raleigh. You never know what might happen. Okay, I think we're ready. I might as well gonna sell the armor I got. Okay, how can I help you sell? Here's the padded jacket and the leather jacket. Yeah, we're gonna sell both of those. We already have that, so we're gonna sell it. Okay, maybe. Okay, I can actually buy the Taurus. Okay, let's buy it. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna explain it next time. But yeah, I think... Yeah, definitely worth it. Alright, Valiant. What's the... Okay, you just have to speak with him. I see you right now, Seth. Come on, let's go. The old Lord Maester waited long enough already. Indeed, let's do it. We're out in the world map again, and we can go back to the Isles of Rail. The Isles, yeah. But that's gonna happen next time, where we're gonna discuss more about characters, about statistics, and about this Atlas shard we just got. See you guys next time.